It's out of my hands. It's out of my hands.
What was the session like when he recorded this? You were there. You were in the control room.
Yeah, I was in the booth.
Was
with Quincy and
there was an orchestra? And
no,
strings and
it was
stuff?
just piano.
Oh, really? So they added the orchestra later?
Well, there's no orchestra.
Well, the
There are strings, yes. Well, this is what Quincy wanted to build a mood. And so he called his favorite arrangers, and he didn't do it all at once. He doesn't put things out for bid, but he tried this one guy, and every one of these are iconic arrangers, so it's not like who's good and who's not. And he would go, no, that's not it. And finally, he had Johnny Mandel, who wrote Shadow of Your Smile and Emily, and he had Johnny do the intro. And then he brings the strings in for a minute on the bridge, along with Louis Johnson on bass. Quincy loved the way I played piano on it. The composer's got a thing.
Right.
So, and I was going to play piano on it, but then Michael says, I want to do it up a half step, and I play it in E flat. So I put it in E, and I said, yeah, well, you're talking to the wrong guy there. So Quincy says, well, Nat, record it in E flat, and we give it to Greg Fillinganes, and Fillinganes goes home and practices it and comes back in and has nailed it. Besides, also brings some Greg into it, which was beautiful. We called him Mouse. So I know that we had that. And yet, see, what gets me is that there are pauses in it. So I know that we didn't cut a track and Michael didn't sing to the track. I think that Fillinganes was there playing. I think it was just Fillinganes and Michael when we recorded it. Oh. And then I think after that is when we added the guitar. But I remember that when we were running it, this was probably a rehearsal like we did with Ramon. It was a rehearsal, and so it goes, ba-da-da-da-dee-da-da-da, and I had written, bee-doo-doo-doo-doo, dee-da-da-da-dee-da-da-da. And when we're running it with Mouse, it's just, ba-da-da-da-dee-da-da-da. I went, hey, Q, where's that descending line? And he goes, oh man, I love this line. Ba-da-da-da-dee-da-da-da. It's a beautiful line, man. I said, thank you. Where's the descending line? And he kept trying to hint, Ba-da-da. And I would not shut up. I would say, Q, Quincy, where is the descending line? Till finally he said, Nad, there was a time when I thought that would have worked too. I thought, what a beautiful way to say, shut the fuck up. So that's where that line went.
Wow.
But then the funny thing is that Larry never heard that. And if you hear his guitar line, he goes, ba-ya-dee-da, which is almost like dee-da-dee-da-da, So it just turned into music. It was beautiful. It's out of my hands. To think for 2 years she was here, and I took her for granted. I was so cavalier. Now the way that it stands, she's out of my